absolutely zilch. That really sucks for that tribe. But what ended up happening is something, and I'm going to go through that in just a moment, that tithes is actually usually just serving another man's vision. So another man that has been given a plan from God that he needs to achieve for God. So when you're tithing, it's actually you're giving to another man's vision, yeah? That's simply what it is. And if you're right with God, hopefully that's the same vision. Hopefully you're both going in the same direction. So technically, you know what, it's actually your vision too. Now, the 12 tribes of Judah, one little Levi tribe, they actually didn't have their own land. They couldn't even work their own land. They couldn't do any farming. They couldn't actually work because their job was to, in modern day terms, build the church, be there for people, minister to people, be the spiritual leaders for each tribe. So they were actually based and they would maintain the temples in each tribe. And each of those tribes would pay the Levi tribe 10% of their total income. And that's fair enough, you know, they had land, they had jobs, they had work. And I was just thinking as well, like, we have, you know, men and women of God who give up everything. They give up their land, they give up their houses, and they don't work so that they can be here full time sometimes for the church. And I was thinking that's why we tithe, and then I'm like, no, my husband is going to be like, so it's not grace, Jess. We don't have to tithe 10% anymore, even though we do. It's grace, you know, we're all covered. And I was thinking, you know what, I can actually like tie this in with New Day, because New Testament is all about grace. And I was thinking generosity is a whole nother level. And you know what, I think I like the New Testament generosity a whole lot better than I like the Old Testament tithing. And I was looking at it, and there's this scripture, I actually have it up on my wall and in my office, and I actually didn't put it there. My super spirit husband put it there, and I got mad at him because it has blue tack on it, and I'm really annoyed because I have to get that off the wall. Onto the scripture, really good scripture though. A generous, Proverbs 11:25, if you want to put it with blue tack up on your wall. A generous person will prosper. Maybe not when the bond inspection comes, but a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. And you know what, I've thought, my husband's a little bit more generous than me. I'm starting to catch up now. I used to be real Scrooge, starting to get a little bit more generous with my things now. But I was thinking, you know what? We love to give to people. We love to be generous to people. And I was brought up thinking, you know what, you can never outgive God. And I have actually never outgiven God. I actually have never successfully outgiven God. Even just recently a testimony, and that young man will know who we're talking about, but we felt to give, we didn't know why, but we felt God tell us, you know, to give to this, it was a substantial amount of money for us. We felt to give to this person, and then we realised, oh crap, we actually probably needed that money. And a month later, we got money come out of like this random place, the pretty much, thanks Craig, pretty much the exact amount. And you know what, it just confirms, and this has happened, like this isn't the first time, God always outgives anything that we've ever given out. Every time we've given something substantial, much more comes back. Not the reason that we give though, although it's sometimes pretty cool, it's usually pretty hard to give. It's not the reason that we give, but know that you can never actually outgive God. We've had $40,000 worth of debt, like